How you feeling?
I'm unhappy.
You're unhappy?
B.Dot.
Damn, you choked up.
Yeah, man. B.Dot started this morning out of pocket.
What did I do?
Yeah, it was crazy. I didn't know when we could start the B.Dot shit.
No, we started.
to see who's late in the news.
Excuse me. What
All
were you
right.
saying, Mark?
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
But the worst part is, again, I'm glad you're here.
Thank you.
But then you're sitting in this seat.
It's crazy.
It's a good seat, man.
Yeah, you know why? Because somebody has made it a good seat. They warmed up that.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Listen to this. Alright y'all, hold up. Before I even dive in, yeah, it's just a seat, but for me, it's deeper than that. It's about principle. Now, I'll peep this. In that opening clip, B.Dot is sitting in that spot, and let me tell you, the Philly squad was not rocking with it, or honestly, anything B.Dot was bringing this episode. We're definitely circling back to that, so stay with me. Ish, being Ish, kept it quiet. Didn't say much out loud, but girl, his body language said everything. And Joe, straight messy energy. Because let's be real, if we as fans can read Ish's little habits, his facial shifts, the way he moves, then Joe knows it 10 times better. And you won't believe this, he uses that to push buttons. B.Dot was low-key shaking the table. No, seriously, he kept poking at Ish multiple times throughout the episode. It felt like he was trying to line Ish and B.Dot up against each other, and the vibe? Off. Because you already know, Ish can only bite his tongue for so long. He was really trying not to give Joe that moment. But yeah, it happened. He got him. And Joe looked satisfied, because let's be honest, he could have easily shut it down with a simple, yo, he's just sitting there. Especially since, if you've seen the behind-the-scenes clips, they actually plan out seating arrangements. Which makes me wonder, was this whole switch-up intentional? And are we about to see B.Dot in that spot again on the next BTS episode? Honestly, that could be a fire segment because there's definitely more going on behind the scenes. But bottom line, I was clearly not feeling the way Joe handled this entire moment. He came out and said, "That's not how this went down. I'm not about to let y'all put dirt on my name like that." And honestly, rightfully so, Ish. Stand on that. Now, Joe wasn't wrong either, because B.Dot carries that slick, Parks-level smug energy as nobody can check him. He basically hit Mark with that, man, forget your couch type of energy. Wait, what? I'm not gonna lie, I can actually see B.Dot being the one to shake things up in that room. But let's be real, we say that about every new face that walks in. That's that caught in the moment thinking. And I tried not to fall into that trap myself, but come on, we all see what's unfolding here. Me personally, if I'm ever a guest on that pod and Ish is there, I'm not touching his seat. Everybody knows that's his spot, period. The only time it even makes sense for someone else to sit there is if Ish isn't on that Vanilla Ice couch at all. That's the only exception, no debate. If he's posted somewhere else, then cool, do your thing. I know it might sound a little territorial, I get it, I really do get it. But still, it just feels like common sense not to cross that line unless you're trying to make a statement, just like B.Dot said last week. Y'all remember when he said he pulled up extra early trying to show initiative for Potter of the Month, eyeing that chain? And don't forget, on his first appearance, he and Joe were already talking about grinding and earning your spot. So yeah, of course he's coming in ready to shake the table. That's expected. And let's be honest, he doesn't seem too concerned about how anyone up there feels about it. He stood 10 toes down on every point, even during that back and forth with Mark over the feminist talk. And hold up. Let's not skip this part. The Philly squad came in swinging at B.Dot from the jump, tag team style. Apparently, B.Dot told Joe that Mona showed up a few minutes late and both Mark and Mona called him out on it. They basically labeled him the Randall of the group. Yeah, if you know, you know. They were on him heavily, no breaks, and even looped Ish into the whole situation over that seat drama. They weren't feeling it one bit. Ish didn't even have to speak because Mark and Mona were already on it for him. Mark didn't want B.Dot in that seat because he knows how he plays off Ish. It's kind of like sitting next to your best friend on a plane. You don't want them stuck across the aisle if they can be right there next to you feel me? But this whole B.Dot situation got me thinking about the Philly squad, because before B.Dot, they were the new kids on the block, so they get that early, everyone loves me energy and all the extras that come with being the newbie. That shine, that fresh on the scene vibe. Let me sparkle, you know how it is. So watching how they navigate B.Dot moving forward is going to be interesting since he's now the new guy. I'm seeing mixed reactions from the fans. Some are hyped about his addition, while others feel like he's getting a little too big for his space. Personally, I'm here for B.Dot on the pod with that Parks-level smugness he brings. Honestly, it might just work in his favor up there. We'll have to wait and see. Safe to say, he's here to play, acting all polite while he's low-key taking everything in. And B.Dot's going to lean into that, throwing in the sarcasm when he can. Boy, he was literally dancing through the intro. Joe's definitely loving this new energy, for now. Anyway, B.Dot is proving he can be playful, spit bars, throw jabs when needed, and handle straight-up brutal questions. Case in point, Mona asked him what kind of women he likes, and he went full-on descriptive. Black, thick, pretty faces, curvy, and yes, biddies. The room? Shocked by how he delivered it, especially Flip. He wasn't trying to hear all of that. But B.Dot didn't skip a beat and answered the question anyway.
Ain't no politically correct Budden-approved way here. I'm just gonna say it how I feel like saying it, plain and simple. That's basically the vibe he was handed, and he ran with it. All in all, this episode was straight fire. Next week, B.Dot's gotta slide over, sir. I peeped that thumbnail and thought, no way that's Chris Brown's voice. Joe is definitely loving all this table-shaking energy. I'll be watching the Philly squad closely. Philly squad versus B.Dot, because they were all over him this episode. Seriously, they had him on check the whole time. Honestly, I'm all about those Friday night drops. I was heading home when I saw it drop, and girl, it was different. The pod vibe's so much better with the glass, a little saloon energy, and my favorite Boom Chicka Pop in hand than when I watch it earlier in the day. I was cracking up during the Family Feud segment. Joe finding out who Richard Dawson was? Hilarious. Even though I knew that dude was shady, come on now. I think I'll drop another video later today. Something Flip-related came to mind. But first, a few quick hits before I dip. Tank versus Tyrese. Who y'all think took it if you saw it? Eminem made sure to be there for that segment, and Joe called Tank for his POV too. Second quick hit? Don't hold your breath for that Cole interview after today. It's officially choked. If you thought Cole J was gonna hit the pod, scratch that. I don't see it happening. Third quick hit, funny enough, I was just talking about the housewives in the last video, and the game brought up Kandi Burruss and Todd Tucker's divorce settlement. Mama Joyce, Candy's mom, has been telling us for 12 years that Todd wasn't the one, literally every chance she got. So honestly, I'm not shocked, and I know Mama Joyce isn't either. Fourth quick hit, I knew Dr. Phil was on BS even as a kid, way before anyone else. I just had that feeling based on the type of guests he always wanted on his show. Thanks for watching, and make sure you hit that subscribe button before you bounce.